Okay, we are at the Bighorn National Forest right now, and tomorrow I'm going to be hiking into the Cloud Peak Wilderness. And I figured if they named the whole wilderness after this peak, it's probably a good idea to hike to the top of it. So I'm going to be attempting Cloud Peak. I don't know how it's going to go. On the drive in, it looked like there was actually quite a lot of snow up there still, so I might be able to navigate around it, but we'll see how it goes. And the hike, or the standard route, is 22 miles out and back, and because I'm not foresty forest, I'm going to do it in 2 or 3 days. So it will be a backpacker. I'm going to bring enough food for 3 days, but hopefully I can get it done in 2. But we'll just have to see. I know there's not like a very well-defined trail, and like I said, the snow could slow me down a lot. So we'll see how it goes, but the plan is to get up to or close to tree line tomorrow and then do the peak and come back to the van the next day. So yeah, that's the plan for the next few days. Let's get packed. All right, good morning. It is 2:45 a.m. and I'm not up this early to start hiking. I have somehow food poisoned myself, and boy, I would love a real bathroom right now, but I don't think I can or should be driving down this road that I came up to get to this site in the dark, so I think I'm going to go dig myself a cat hole that I can vomit in. So we had a few setbacks this morning. I slept in till 9 o'clock just because I wasn't feeling good still. But when I got up this morning, I did have an appetite, so I was able to eat some eggs, and I drank a whole liter of Gatorade. So, breakfast of champions. And then I actually got my van high-centered on a rock. I should have filmed that, but it's one of those moments where you're just like, I don't like this situation. I want to be out of this situation as quickly as possible. And thankfully, I was able to maneuver my way off of the rock, but it was not looking good for a second there. So I think I need to be more careful what roads I drive down, because I can get pretty far with the ground clearance that the Transit Connect has, but that also means it's pretty easy to get stuck way out in the boonies. So I'm going to vow to be more careful from now on. Anyways, I think that's pretty much all I have. Oh yeah, I didn't hit the trail until 11 o'clock today, and that is far from ideal because it's pretty hot down here at the lower elevations, although it's not as hot as I thought it might be. So I think we're still in pretty good shape to make the peak. I've been looking at the snow on these surrounding mountains, and it doesn't seem too bad. I don't think it'll be too much of a hindrance tomorrow morning. So yeah, we're gonna go for it. All right, I think we're getting our first glimpse of Cloud Peak. It's that one in the center back there. And there's some snow up there, but it's hard to see the full ridge line up to the top, but doesn't look too bad. I think we're going to be able to make it. So dinner is this, which looks kind of weird. It's a Andrew Skirka recipe, and if you don't know who Andrew Skirka is, he's like I think he's an ultra marathoner, he's an ultralight backpacker, and a trail runner, and he's just ridiculous. He does ridiculous amount of mileage every day. I never aspire to be that good, I suppose I should say. But this recipe is really good. I've had it about 1,000 times, so I'm actually kind of sick of it. But it's instant rice and freeze-dried refried beans. And then, so you boil this until these are both cooked. Add some chunks of cheddar cheese and top with crunched up Fritos. And yeah, good protein, fat, carbs. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh boy. Ow, 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 ow. This is like brown meal. Pretty much everything in here is brown, and it just forms like it's not an attractive color, is what I would say about it. I found that this cheese keeps okay for a day or two, even if it's getting pretty warm in your pack. Cheese is pretty well preserved. It does get a little greasy though, which can be kind of gross, but I don't know, I try not to think about it too much. It's moisturizing, the cheese grease. It just soaks into your fingers and keeps your hands moist. We're gonna top with the Fritos now. And yeah, there you have it. It's Skirka beans and rice with Fritos. Let's give it a little taste here. Oh, it's hot. Oh my God. So hot. So I use Aquamira to treat my water. I like taping the bottles together so they're always together, and then it's helpful to have an extra cap because I'm doing one for my hydration bladder and my Nalgene. But yeah, usually the water I find in the backcountry is pretty clean, so just adding a little chemical treatment is good enough. I haven't had to deal with really nasty water in the backcountry. I've been thinking about getting a filter just in case something like that happens, in case I'm in an area where I'd have to like filter a stagnant puddle or something, but this is just snow melt, so it's pretty much the tastiest water you can drink. Good morning. It is 3:30 a.m. and yeah, I'm awake, so I figure I might as well start hiking. The worst part of waking up is putting on cold, wet shoes. Got a little of the top layer frozen, but still mushy underneath. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible crossing the snow later. I don't want to do too much of this. I'd been avoiding the snow because I just break through the crust and post hole, but finally got up high enough that I can walk on it, and oh my gosh, so much nicer than climbing through that talus. It's like a runway or a sidewalk in comparison. Oh, thank goodness. This is gonna save me so much time. The summit block is right up there, so I should be getting close. Oh, being that close to the edge is legitimately terrifying. Woo! This is a cool spot, but man, that is crazy. Hey. No, that's my hoodie. Yeah, no, this is one. Oh. Ooh, okay. I made it down. If I'm honest, there never was an option of spending 2 nights up there. I just didn't have the right food. I could have survived, but it would have been miserable. So we made it down. It kind of kicked my butt, if I'm honest. Going downhill is always kind of hard for me, and I'm definitely going to be feeling this one in my knees and my ankles for a while. And I think I need to take it easy with these extreme hikes. I'll get there eventually, but I've just been out of the hiking game for too long to be jumping into something like that. So expect more toned down outdoor adventures in the next videos until I get back into shape. But yeah, we got it done, and you know, I want to be clear, I don't think I was like doing anything dangerous out there. There was never a moment where I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it back to the car, although that was probably one of the more difficult hikes I've ever done. I think I hiked 16 miles today, which might be a new record for me. So anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I hope you enjoyed coming along for that scree stomping adventure, and I will see y'all in the next one. La da dee da dee da, la da dee da da, da da dee da 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 da, ma pa 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 pum.